Hey everyone, this is Sean Powell. I've really thought of something that I hadn't seen a whole lot of people do. What to do exactly when you get into Exitus Elite. Okay. Now, ironically, some of y'all do not contact your sponsors. Your sponsors may not contact you. I know how things happen at times, so I'm gonna lay out to you exactly what you need to do right from the get-go. Okay. This is real simple, and it's something you can pass your downline if you want. All right, very first thing you're going to do, y'all, as soon as you've paid, you come in, you're qualified. Well, not qualified, you've already paid. Something you need to understand is if you haven't put somebody underneath you, this is going to be a red and it's going to say not qualified. I know a lot of people are used to seeing quote unquote qualified after they paid for something. That's not what it means. What it means is that you have qualified to start making money. You're not qualified yet, even though you can sell, the package till that first one comes in underneath you, you're not qualified. Okay. Now, what I'm personally doing is I don't think there's anything better that anybody can do than to put the first one in for you, to be honest, as a good sponsor. So that's what I'm doing for my downline. And that's a bonus I will continue to do more than likely from here on out for the existence of Exodus and, with me doing it personally. So that's going to be the biggest bonus. Secondly, y'all, I practice what I preach. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. I do YouTube, I do Facebook, certain ways I do certain things. I strip out everything else and just tell you what you need to do it. And you can look at my timeline, you can look at my, the work I'm putting in on YouTube and know I'm telling you the truth. Practice what you preach. You don't always go by what somebody says, look at what they've done. And why that works is because of the fact that people wanted to get seen when they're creating a business. So just follow that trail, little crumbs everywhere, and you'll see exactly where they're going. I learned that from my very first sponsor. I didn't learn it from him. I learned by looking at him, see where he went, what he did to get there. Okay, so that's a little tip for you right there. Okay, as soon as you come into Aces Elite, you've already paid, you're good to go. So say not qualified more than likely unless you've already had somebody that was immediately put in or someone put somebody underneath you for you. You can come over here under to product payment and you're going to look down here. It says payment sent. Okay. Now what you're going to see is your sponsor. Now in my case, Frank Calabro is my sponsor, right? What would you want to do is go down here to payment, PayPal payment. It's going to pop up here. Now, what you can do is, if you want to, y'all, you can copy this. You can copy what they've got here, literally copy it, just like this, and then, obviously you're going to change. It doesn't say Frank Calabro and stuff like that, but it gives you an idea of what to do. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to come down here to, make sure I got profile management, payment information. Alrighty. And down here, this is going to be my information, what I tell people to do. I do mine a little different than Frank's, but I think you'll get the idea of it. It's the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's a big tip as well from me. Two big things you need to know. Number one, I like to tell people to log in at PayPal. I used to do a PayPal.me, which is what Frank made. It's PayPal.me / and a username or whatever that you put there. Okay. The reason why it's a nice to have that is it gives people an opportunity to not have to jump through as many hoops to get the money to you. Secondly, if I know them on Facebook or something, I could send it to them if it makes it quicker after they paid the $2.99. Always want to send this after the $2.99. Do not get anybody pay anything before that, okay? Needs to take place after that, so that's very, very important, okay? Now, what I like to do is give them the link right here to make it easy for PayPal, or you could do a PayPal.me, basically the same thing. Then you want to give them a small little direction as to what to do. Go to the top, it's send and receive, send and request, send payment to Sean28341 @gmail.com. That is be for me. Important. Check paying for goods and services. Now let me explain that for you real quick right here. Okay. If you are using PayPal and you do 1, 2 payments, a month or whatever you may be doing, that's $1,000. PayPal may not come over to you right from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Because friends and family, what they're going to do is they're going to send $1,000 to you with no charge. Okay. Now you would think that's great. Well, I made $40,000 last month. Think about that now. Do you think PayPal is really that stupid? They're really going to sit there and let you just continue to rack up and thinking your friends and family are all sending you the exact same amount of money? Of course not. So they're going to call you for what you're doing, okay? What they're charging is for, at least in the same United States, in other words, not going international, is $29.30, I believe it is, or $20.70. I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, that's the charge that they're going to charge you for using that thousand, for making the $1,000. Do not worry about that, y'all. Okay. Now here's the second thing too. Some people are charging you extra. In other words, if it's $1,000 to come in to buy the Genesis package, they're telling you to make it 1,050 so that they cover the gap. Plus, I think they make about $20 more, or $19 more, $11, whatever it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's to me, if you're the one benefiting, just eat that up, y'all. Just take that $29. That's just part of the game. You understand what I'm saying? I would say that's more appreciative, for someone coming into your business, that you're going to take care of that. Secondly, anything that requires money to make money, in that process, is going to be a tax write-off. You're going to get your money back in the first place, so don't sweat that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep track of everything. Remember that at the end of the year, and then you're going to get your taxes. When you do your taxes, you're going to get paid for it anyhow. So, if you like to do a PayPal.me, all you have to do, y'all, I will log in and show you real quick. I have to do this twice. I don't know why PayPal always does this, but it does. At least for me, it does. Okay, I'm going to log in real quick and show you. It's real simple. Okay, see where I got paid today. Got paid day before yesterday, and got paid the day before that. I made about, I've got 3 more coming in, so it's going to be about a $6,000 week right here. So not too bad. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to go to pay or send money. You know what? No, I don't. Send and request money. That's what you need to go to. I apologize. Okay. Now, if you look to the far right, it says get your PayPal.me link. All you got to do, y'all, is click that. And I've already got one set up, obviously. So my PayPal it's going to look like it's paypal.me/Sean28341. Now, when you're making this, you have the opportunity to choose between friends and family to do a paypal.me or goods and services. Go with the goods and services. Okay. Keep PayPal on the good side of your business. This is your business. Don't try to steal from it. Now, I did call PayPal and asked them something, because I had a couple of people, even though I gave them specific instructions, they were still going in and putting it under friends and family. Okay, so I asked him, is that really that big of a deal? Should I tell them blah 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 and go change it? It's not really that big of a deal, but don't sit there and camp on it knowing that that's what's happening. You don't want that to happen. You really want to stay good with your pay source as long as possible, especially considering the fact PayPal has such a high percentage for people wanting to pay that $1,000 with that. So do keep that in mind. The reason I'm telling you emphasis on it, because it is that important. Okay. Now, that's mine right here. While I give them the PayPal and tell them exactly what to do, I don't know anybody else is doing this. I give them my phone number, okay? And I tell them if they need anything during the process to give me a call. To me, that would almost seem like a dead giveaway, that if somebody's trying to give you $1,000 and they're having a problem, here's my number. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and contact me if you're having problems. So I like to go ahead and put that there as an example. I like to say thanks and congratulations and just something small right here. Okay, bank details, y'all. This is under the assumption that you are going to do bank wires. Now, I grant you 99% of the people in the world aren't going to be having a problem. But when you have your account number and your routing number sitting here, and it's got all your information for your bank, someone can take that and literally make a check out of that, put in a check number on top of it, and some people have actually been able to cash these checks. Now, I don't know, me personally, I don't want my information out for my account number and my routing number sitting there openly. If someone that I know wants to do a bank wire, and I've taken some, I'm going to know who that person is who's requesting it. I'm not just going to have anything openly up here, that somebody could be looking up and I don't know who this is or anything like that. If somebody's saying they really want to do a bank wire, they'll contact me directly. I will give them the information. I will know that one person that has my information. So if I have an issue, I know who to go looking for, is what I'm trying to say. So that's my own personal opinion. Bitcoin, if you got that, great. A lot of people are all, gun ho about it. I'm not personally, I'm just old school, I guess, can't help it. Others is really important, y'all. Others, I like to split it down to give them several different options. Number one is going to be pays up. I give my a real quick, example. And y'all, if you come underneath me, you can literally just copy all this right here. Just copy every bit of everything it says. Go down there and put it in your, the payment information, and just make it that easier for you. And then change the information that's in it. You know what I'm saying? You can just edit payment options. It gives you everything that you want to change. Blah blah blah. So what you'll do once again is go up here to product payment. Go to payment not received, but payment sent. That's going to give you straight access to your sponsor, which could be mine. And you're going to look at PayPal, you're going to look at others, and you can add something else if you like. You know what I'm saying? That's my own personal opinion. That's the way I like to do it. Then you leave, you go down here to profile management, and you go down to payment information and add that to it. To me, that's the easy way of just going ahead and getting up. It is very important that you get this because, y'all, if you get a link and give it out to someone, they're not going to see anything. They're not going to know how to pay anybody. They're going to be lost, to be honest. So you don't want to wait on this. If you come into the business, go ahead and get that done. If you've already just come in Exitus Elite under anybody, I don't care who it is, go ahead and do what I'm telling you to do because this will help you. And maybe not everybody's telling you this. Just to let you know, it's very important. All right, now, after you've got that squared away and you're sure the information's good, everything's good to go, paypal.me, if you like to do it or not, it's entirely up to you. Marketing, you'll go down to lead capture pages, okay? Now this right here, as simple as it may be, is your link. And as soon as you sign up, as soon as you pay for that $1,000, this thing works. You can copy this bad boy, give it out, and it's going to go, okay? Now my preference, personally, I like this one. This thing has just, from day one, it's just always been my favorite one, but this is a really good one. This one I think gets a lot of attention, possibly. And they're all sort of interactive, you know what I'm saying? They come down from the top, they slide in, stuff like that. So these are good quality. The video one right here, the only problem with video is going to be that if you're using a phone, you're not really going to be able to see this stuff. You see what I'm saying? So all it's going to see is a picture of the Lamborghini just sitting there. Most devices are going to be like that as far as handheld. So I've always been kind of weary of doing videos in the background. Now, if I have a set picture in the background and then have a YouTube right here or something like I do all the time on my landing pages with me talking during that process, I think that's great. You know what I'm saying? What you will be lacking in the phone use or most handheld will be the fact that it's not going to start automatically. But that may not be that big of a deal. If you've got a good picture of you, sitting right here. The reason why I think, again, a big tip right here, just something I've learned from applying action, y'all. If it's you in the video and you're talking, don't never let the cat out of the bag. Don't ever let them know what it is, okay? Because people are going to assume they know something. They won't go any further. Never, never do that. But what you do want to do is show them that you believe in the business. Just give them a little bit of information about yourself. Whatever that's going to be, it doesn't really matter if they get to relate to you. The reason it's important, y'all, is because some of y'all are going straight to a sales page. If you get a chance to use Power Lead Systems or something to brand yourself, I would highly, highly suggest that. You make money in Power Lead Systems at the same time. So that's how I quit my job, was using Power Lead Systems in a business called Automated Wealth Network. Okay, so it can be very, very valuable to you. Okay, but I've always used it as the backbone to anything I've ever done. But what I've learned is I get real emails, like incredible amount of real emails by using that. Now, the good part is if that's what you want to do, it's going to help brand you. And if your sales page isn't you explaining it, it's a good way to get a nice foot in the door. It's like it's sticking your hand out, welcoming somebody into your house. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. That's something I don't think people need to be missing, and too many people are. That's just my opinion. Now, the good part with this, y'all, the really good part of this, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is my favorite one right here. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do this one. The first 10 people I got in, I used this. Matter of fact, I was my promise. Show you, it's pretty right there. Now, if you want to learn more, blah, blah, blah. Now, let me show you this. If you don't already know, your best email means that if it's not real, you're not going to be able to look at it. So I think that's a really great way of getting real, nothing but a real list of people. And at this level, at $1,000, I think it works very well. In my opinion, this is not a lead race. When you're doing YouTube, y'all, I don't care how many leads I get. It's not about leads. It's about sales. It's about people who are serious. And that's what you're going to get on YouTube that you're not going to get in work at home, work from home, posting Facebook groups like that. Now, your timeline and people that are like-minded who know you, your list, yes, it'll work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that if you want to get people who are not in your business and you want to fumble around and play in the right, well, I wouldn't say fumble, if you want to play in that area, you know what I'm saying, that pond that's full of fish that are not in your business, YouTube's a great way to do it. Absolute great way to do it. Okay, so y'all, to be honest, the most important thing that you can do in your business is be excited about it and lay the hammer down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what was I gonna do. I was gonna do a video on this. What was I gonna say earlier? It was real important. I wrote it down. It fell off. Well, here it goes. Here it goes. Let's see. Uh, oh, do you know what's better than $1,000 immediately in your hand? Nothing. Nothing is better than this business, Exitus Elite. That's what I was going to say. Secondly, do you know what's better than putting the hammer down and getting out to the people? Nothing. And to be honest, I could just do that and end the video and tell you, just do that. Because there's nothing more important that you can do, to be honest. Getting out, getting seen, showing people you believe in your business, show them the way in, educate yourself in your business, make little videos like this if you want, and that's all you got to do. And I would highly suggest over time, when you get good at this, to start putting people underneath your downline. And I'm going to tell you something else, you. If y'all are debating upon other people who are big leaders, ask them, are they going to put somebody underneath? I'm sorry, don't ask. Tell them you want them to put somebody underneath you. Because what I'm learning is a lot of them are not doing it. Okay? They're not doing it. And because of that, my sales have picked up a lot. Okay? I practice what I preach. I'm telling you what I'm doing. You can look down, my track record of every business I've ever done is sitting right here. Take a look at anything you want. But when you're ready to get an Exitus Elite, y'all, let me know. What I will be doing is giving you someone else's link, and you're going to be a pass up to me. That's how it's going to work. So please let me know that you want to come into the business. Secondly, and my phone number's there too. So give me a call, y'all. I'm here every day. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to talk to you about the business. Just remember that I'm going to do the same thing for you. So I'll put you in line. Kayla is next. Pedro after that. John Lilly is after that. Lavon and Lloyd Davis. Those are the next five that I'm giving out the links to get somebody in underneath them. I got 2 in yesterday underneath somebody. I got 1 today. Again, y'all, I'm averaging, about $5,000 a week in Exitus Elite. The business is real. It's life-changing. My car, I just paid cash for. It's a Jaguar convertible, sapphire blue with white leather. I love my car. It was my dream car. I paid cash for it. I've got enough money to pay the house off, plus still have $30,000 left over after paying my house off. It's a 4,300 square foot Victorian house, 2nd floor balcony, wraparound front porch, wraparound back porch. Just had a half drive done in the front, driveway on the side. This is what the right kind of business can do for you. It changes your life. And how do you do that? By changing other people's lives. Okay? If you're ready to get an Exitus, click the link down below. I'd be tickled to help you out, y'all. Appreciate it.